Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades 2. We have to do an aspect of Melt Run for the coat, and I guess we'll just have to see what gets offered. No particular plan in mind. We'll see what the gods giveth, or don't giveth even, I guess. 34 for the normal loadout. Let's get running out here. Let's get started. I got Rocky. I think Rocky makes sense here. I mean, Hecuba tends to be overkill, particularly on the surface, I'll admit. We're starting with Selene. We also got Howling Soul, which I'm mostly okay with. This might be an Omega attack build. This might be... God, who knows what, really. It might be the regular spammy attack build also. I guess I'm going to do Phase Shift. I kind of not... I don't know if I'm in love with Phase Shift as much as I used to be. Because it just costs so much to actually get going. So for most chambers, I never really get to make good use of it, I shall admit. We got ourselves a Demner here. Howling Soul will actually kind of help for a little while to deal some damage to these little fellas, I believe. Should be okay. We wouldn't really want Demner's attack that much. The percentage is just quite low. We'll have to see what happens here. Well, I mean, the cast will have to do us. Whoop. Looks a little bit familiar all of a sudden, huh? Let's see what we got going on up here. Ooh, we got ourselves a Hef. We also have Hestia, which means we could go for a Heffy Ding Dong thing quite well with like his attack or something like that. Would I want to fill in something from Hestia first, though, potentially? Like practically anything? Special, guess the dash maybe. It could actually work out to some degree. Why don't we do that? Try to fill in a slot. That way we have a greater odd of being offered Hef's attack boon in particular, instead of, say, you know, some other core boons of his. Do. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hello? Lots of little guys here. Okay. Help me out, Hestia. Can I just fill in one slot, maybe? I definitely do not want the attack. I mean, a common flash rise isn't that sexy, so I guess we'll just slot the special here. It does also open up that Hef duo. You could go for Hestia's magic regen too. I wouldn't really love her dash here, but it is takeable, I suppose. Okay, why don't we take this too? And then we shall see. Woo. In case y'all missed it, Hades 2 was recently featured at AGDQ. Being run by Behemoth Steve and some other friends on the couch. Go check it out. Really cool run. Freezer burn. So early, huh? Freezer burn, you say? I'm gonna take it.
Gold coins.
I don't think it's actually gonna be that useful. I mean, that's kind of hard with... Can I kind of segue into making this work? There's another Hestia boon, now that I think about it. If we take her attack, right? Maybe. I was so focused on Hef, I didn't really consider something like that. Why don't we see what this Hestia boon has to offer? And I might do it. Maybe. Right now, we're not really applying enough Scorch to really make a lot of sense, I think, here. But if we get a decent rarity on her attack, maybe it's a chance. We did not get a decent rarity on her attack. Heat Rush at level 4. I think it's actually an okay there. It's probably fine. Alright, so we have the hammer. We have the Hef. Yeah, I don't know if I can really make this a freezer burn build at this rate, sadly. I think we wouldn't be applying enough Scorch with the special. First and foremost, you kind of need it to flow a bit more easily. And unfortunately, her dash doesn't apply. Oh, God. Any Scorch for ourselves either. This is not a Scorch boon. Decent attack? Decent attack, baby. Let's go. 4-second cooldown is pretty sexy. Looks like we paid off filling in some of those slots and everything. Trying to think of other ways. Oh, I was going to say, let me hit the attack, let me hit the attack. I didn't get to say it out loud, though. Out of these, I wonder. What would do the most? Maybe Heat Rush. So there's no more Hestia, so I couldn't get the duo yet. So it's basically max health and hammer, or we could go... There's max health, there's the hammer. There's also Demeter for Cryo Pounder, which is a duo boon like I so rarely get. I'll admit. I don't usually aim for it. It's kind of like one of the weaker hef boons. But we kind of don't need hammers when we got a hef build popping here is the way I'm looking at it. The cooldown's low enough to where we can make that decision now, I think. Thought I heard a door. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to skip the hammer then. Nah, come on. Now, my only other curse is the Scorch here, which means I have to use the special kind of to even lightly apply it. For now. So that's not really ideal. If we get Arctic Gale, wouldn't be enough. Guess it's a quick buck out of those. I don't think the others are very interesting. Cryo Pounder! Oh, we actually got it! Your blast effects from Hef deal more damage to freeze-afflicted foes. Alright. I couldn't tell you the last time I had this duel. And I prioritize Hef quite heavily. Especially with all these jeweled palm runs I'm forcing you to see. I get him quite often. Hera. Yeah, she's probably good to take because she has things like Bridal Glow, Extended Family, things like her infusion. You could even get Fine Line. Grab that first. Don't talk to him. Arctic Ring got hit, which is not ideal. It's probably just Extended Family here at this rate, which is a fire boon. I don't think Rousing Reception is that interesting in the average run. It's just kind of too little damage and doesn't do that much at the end of the day. All right, so throw that out. Quickly do an Omega Special. And kind of just run away. Hey, buddy. I'm trying to throw out a regular special from time to time here, too. But we can't really keep this Scorch on reliably because we just don't apply enough of it. But I guess ideally... Oh, my goodness me. I would throw a special and make sure... Oh, my God, dude. What's with the poison? Just nailing me with those barrels left and right. Ideally, you know, I'd get a little bit of Scorch on. I'd get the freeze effect on. And then I would hit with the Hef Blast for the origination damage. So we need more Hef boons, mostly. I'm doing Zag for fun. Not necessarily good. Someone asked me if they should always do Zag keepsake in these runs. It's like, no, probably not. Probably not. I don't know what the best is to just win, per se. But I'd imagine it's kind of not Zag here. Necessarily. For some reason, I would think that way. But then again, what's the alternative here? Because you can't use a God Keepsake, or you shouldn't. You have Quick Buck. I'll take this gold this one time. Maybe I didn't need it, though. So, Prolex is worth considering, particularly if you ever get boons like Travel Deal here. It's just so powerful to be able to get that many rewards. But you do need to make sure that you have enough money to support buying the rewards, right? It's very, very good. Oh my God, how did that hit me? Get it! Oh, I got cursed. That doesn't happen very often. Hello? Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be useless. I don't think we're really gonna be spending magic at this rate. I think it's safe to say. Not enough. Phase shift is just too expensive for this build, right? It's not gonna happen. We also purge the Scorch, sometimes with Freezer Burn. Now, there is that cooldown on the freeze that causes quite a problem. What do you got here? I swear I just saw all these boons. A lot of wind. I don't really love any of these. I don't think I'm going to rarefy any of them. I don't think I necessarily need them. to stay alive here, and that's the way I'm looking at it. I don't think any of them help enough. You know, mean streak there, like, gives you some percentage on the white damage. But it won't help with a bunch of other things like, we don't need the max magic here. It won't help with, like, the Heft Blast damage or the Scorch damage or any of that stuff, basically. Come on, get him. Oh, not you. Come on, man. I wonder if the Heat Rush will actually appear higher than I think. It tends to do better than I think. Most runs where I end up having it. I think the main thing is it doesn't apply a ridge, right? So it's kind of hard for me to want it. All right, let's go, buddy. Yeah. Oh. Well, this does need 2 more palms, so I guess we're just gonna do that. There we go. Problem solved. I guess more Demeter. There we go. Now we already have the Cryo of the Pounds, right? Could really use Furnace Glow. It's kind of like my only way. Unless we get Aphrodite offered. Could we get Aphrodite offered? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I could not. We have 4 gods. No, I don't think so. I'm not happy with those. I'm not going to rarefy Steady Grip. Should I have? I don't think so. Should I have? I don't think so. Are we fighting my man? Are we doing it? Oh, it's a fountain room, though. I think for the sake of the pacing of the game, I'm just going to take the fountain room, honestly. Chain reaction, let's go, baby! Like, this is just so much faster. I'm not really that convinced by the reward for Zag. They did a great job with the new keepsakes. The final keepsakes. Jewel Palm, Zag's keepsake, Krolex, where they feel very worth it to have on. I don't think we buy any of that. But Zag's fight, I don't know if it feels as equivalent, sadly. I'm not certain if it feels like it's worth, the juice is worth the squeeze. I feel like it's not the first time I've said that. Kind of just firing off some specials while I wait for the enemies to pop in here. I wonder if that truly works. Having specials out floating around until the enemies are in. Oh, that's kind of an interesting thing. Ah, your attacks, whenever your attacks strike foes, your special has a 25% chance to fire automatically. That is a goofy, fun way of doing this. But I care about the palms from this. So now I have turned on, what do you call it? Auto fire. So I can just hold down the attack button. It won't use the Omega. And that way I don't even have to think about the specials. I guess I'm just going to pick that up.
Time to abandon ship.
Heat Rush ain't so bad. Nice little effect there that your fire boons, I guess, will ignite something like that, huh? Arctic Ring. What do you got? Nuts. Yeah, we're not doing Omegas. And I don't think I'm gonna start doing Omegas either, just for the sake of fine line. I don't think any of these are worth rarefying. This might be a situation where it's like, well, just take Born Gain, that way you don't get offered a magic regen again. It's like, yeah, I guess you could. What the heck is their duo again? Because I'll be honest, I don't recall. Right, Brave Face. Yeah. That's what I think about Brave Face, really. Things that make you go, If she offered a swap, yeah, I guess I just gotta take that. Just feels bad to pay for a boon and get, you know, nothing, so to speak. All right, honey. Chase her down, baby. Now just watch the cast. Hey, how'd you do that? Let's watch the cooldown of the cast. Hold down the attack button otherwise. Make sure that the heft keeps plowing away here. Hopefully someday we'll get origination happening. Oh, God. What a terrible set of enemies. Oh, she fired that way. I was not expecting that. Get her! Come on! There we go, finally. Got her! Lovely. Lovely jubblies. Hef is such a great and cool mechanism with the blast, right? Well, it's really strong under the right conditions. And I don't know, I've really, really appreciated it. And maybe it's just because I like things that deal a lot of damage, right? There was a time where Hef did not necessarily feel good, like the damage was too low, the cooldowns were too long, all those things. I didn't rarefy a single thing, by the way. Actually, almost taken enough damage for that, which I'm kind of surprised about. I guess I just take another ham. Reaper frame, what's that one again? Yeah. It wasn't always that way with Hef, though. I wonder if they were actually concerned, because maybe they had these keepsakes planned for like a long time, right? And they're like, well, we've got to be careful with Hef then. Chaos. I'm not certain Chaos does that much for us. We have three Ether, actually, because I have 3 duos already. Huh. But we don't, that Ether would allow us to get more Omega Move damage, which would probably not be great. The Path of Stars doesn't really make sense. Screw it. So I guess I just mostly want, like, I don't know, max health here. Something of that variety. That's kind of annoying. I guess we're gonna have to take the top one. Which is fine. Bye-bye, Nyx. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Let me get the cooldown proper. Okay, there we go. Bing, bong, bong. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Alright, that's our last artificer. Into another hammer. What do we got here? Your specials bounce up to 2 more foes. I think I'm gonna take that. Melting Cross is probably a solid one for us. Rapid Frame wouldn't really do that much for us. This is kind of funny to keep the rockets around, though. Hey, finally. Oh, thank God. We really, really want Furnace Glow here, then. I think it's safe to say. Even more than, like, Grand Caldera. We have all the duos that we want / care about. We don't need any of that business. Of course. Oh, they made it so hard. I should really take this, though. They did make it very difficult, I'll say. They had to, didn't they? I don't need any of that. Do I want the health? Hey, more Hef. Okay, now give me Grand Caldera back. I had to make sure that we got it, though. I'll take that. Honestly, I think the Prometheus-Heracles fight is often the scariest for these runs. Let's try to kind of group them up if we can. I kind of just want to get rid of them. No way. Okay. I'll be over here. Thank you very much. I'm not certain how much Freezer Burn's gonna do, but who knows? Who knows? We're getting like a small amount of Scorch from time to time. Oh my God, look at my health. No, come on, man. All right. Well, we obviously can't swap there. I don't actually think Molten Touch is that useful most of the time. We don't really need Palms. Now, what if Hef swapped the special? The cooldown would still be quite long, but I'd probably consider it. Hey now, 18 from that bad boy? Stop that. More, really? Oh my God. Oh my God. These guys had my number, huh? Alright, I could use that health drop right about now. I have to not get hit here, huh? Oh, that's over. Who's over there? Okay. Saw that coming. Oh, come on, man. All right. Woo! Entering defensive mode. I remember turning down something defensive saying, like, I don't feel like I need it. Oh, God. There goes trusty shield. Okay. That's no big deal, though. Sandwiches! Thank God. I was gonna say, I think we should consider Plentiful Forge, but this is actually kind of interesting with Cryo Pounder in particular. Your blast effects from Hef deal more damage to freeze afflicted foes. Freeze only lasts for 2 seconds, and then it has a 10-second cooldown. However, we can make that last quite a bit longer with cold storage. Now, should I really rarefy it just for that additional damage, though, is a bigger question. Is that truly worth it versus saving some of these? I'm gonna throw 2 on it. So that'll last quite a while now. We don't need the max magic. We take more cash. It's kind of an interesting combination there, right? Not to mention just like longer. The freeze effect is actually quite nice. I think particularly when you're doing relatively, I don't know if you'd call this a casual run per se, but just trying to have like an easygoing time. Doesn't help you with the damage though, per se. Just really doubt we'll need the money. Very doubtful. Got it. Now, ideally, I'd be spending a little bit of magic at the beginning of each room. Probably heard me talk about this before. Mostly for the sake of the Huntress, but I'm pretty lazy, and I just want to be able to have on auto fire here, honestly. So I can hold the button down. I guess it's more heat rush. All right. Got a shop. This might be the final shop. I'm not sure, though. It is. Okay. More Hef. Yes. Okay. We'll buy that armor.
In the name of Hades.
Grand Caldera. Well, it's a bit unfortunate how it worked out in terms of the rarities, huh? Okay, I should really use an Omega here, though, at the start. Try to avoid the bird for a second here. Come on now. Yes. 40 something? Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. I think it's middle again, and then the top. He's already dead? What happened? Holy crap. I saw like a huge crit, I think. Yo, though. Freezer burn is kind of popping, though. Bottom, middle, top. Bottom, middle. Okay, start getting the special rockets out. A little bit of a freezer burn there, right? Oh my golly god. Oh my stars and stripes. I have to like watch that Heracles. I think we just got like a juicy, I'm gonna guess it's a Hef Blast crit for like over 4K. I just sent him. All right, now I'm feeling pretty good. What do we care about here? Not a whole lot. I don't think there's a ton that could be that useful, so it seems like a knuckle bone situation. I think I will take that health just in case. And we saw that the little enemies had a tendency, since I have to like run up and actually bonk them, personally, gotta micromanage them. I do tend to start to lose health. Plus, we have so much gold, I don't think it's good. It's really an issue. I think it's safe to say. Okay, no. Trying to wait for my cast. There we go. Bum, ba, ba, do, do. On pretty regular occasions, sometimes I think, Demeter, huh? We already have extended family. You could get Bridal Glow. I don't think Demeter really has much of anything. Too late for Cherished Heirloom. Well, is it? Not necessarily, I guess. Hera has more interesting things, I think. Not by a lot, though. I got a question, assumedly from a new player, asking how does he deal so much damage, blah, 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 blah. And I think you just gotta understand both Hades 1 and 2, right? If you're watching this, you're probably aware, but in case you're not, there's a lot of meta progression. Upgrading the aspects, upgrading your Arcana cards here, and as well as some of these keepsakes we're using, namely Jeweled Palm, just like increase your power level by an insane degree. For commons, I don't think I actually have that much I care about. Not that much. I think I'd rather take a chance on a juicy bridal glow. No! It's really hoping for Grand Caldera. God, that would have been great. But yeah, I mean, there's meta progression. You know, there's gonna be a difference between someone who started the game today and someone who's played the game for, you know, hundreds of hours, which might be obvious, but not necessarily, because I know some roguelikes there's no meta progression or very little meta progression, you know, things like that. I mean, no doubt just having some knowledge of the game does change things to some degree. There is no doubt about it, but the meta progression is probably first and foremost the biggest difference between a new player into Season 1, I think. Okay, my friend, you're already dead. Oh, the burst. The juicy, juicy burst. I'm kind of starting to think that Freezer Burn might wind up kind of okay.
Disgusting.
Cold storage. Nah, Grand Caldera. I wonder if the cold storage thing works actually how I was saying, because it seems that way. Oh, it turns out I didn't need that, sad day. Seems like it would.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah, those two aren't great.
A sudden surge.
Flame Flourish goes up. Arctic Ring. I guess more Scorch can't really hurt us, right? Interesting. All right, buddy. We ready? I'm feeling pretty good about this. Nice quick run, huh? All right. Oh, very nice. All right, we have Knuckle. Come on, get it. There's the double ding. He's definitely gonna do the headbutt if you stay at that range. Okay, very nice. All right. I can't really see the cast, sadly, while we wait there. There should be another egg, yeah. Okay, very good. Come on, I was trying to make sure the ding-dong went off in time. Whoopsie. Ah, you got me. Send him back. Wow. Oh, man, it's hard not to love Hef. It's hard not to love Hef with Jeweled Palm. I'll admit, without Jeweled Palm, you might kind of end up going down the wrong path. The rarity in the levels matter so much. If I was doing a non-Jeweled Palm run on the surface, I'd probably stay away from Hef to some degree, at least in terms of his attack and special. He has some of those good armor-related boons, though, still, overall. But in terms of trying to make good use of his blast, it would be challenging, because you just don't get many palms on the surface here, right? So it would be quite difficult. Unacceptable.
They grow up so fast.
It's such an interesting way to put that. Send it back. There we go. Lovely. I like it how she has to put away the coat for this little scene. Well, we pounded his cryo, and it's been a long time since I had that duo. Unfortunately, we can't truly tell the difference between having and not having it. I mean, it should be 50% in its own way. Heft Blast on top, and it was not even close, baby. Reason Burn was on there. I did get it very early. I'm actually still a little surprised that it even wound up that high, I'll say, considering, like, we just weren't really applying much Scorch at all, right? Not at all. So we had those, that, and I don't know, just the big Heffy thing, right? The big Heffy thing, I think, is what it was. Let me drop Freezer Burn so I can highlight the Hefmeister himself here to some degree. Doesn't really matter, I guess. There we go. Lovely. Autoseeker dealt 110 damage to me. You piece of crap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You know what we asked for. Appreciate you. And I shall see you in another video.